The next recipient of the Ron Sable Award for Activism is the Illinois Safe Schools Alliance. Before we bring him up on stage, let's watch a video about their work.
40-year-old me.
Dear 40-year-old me.
Dear 40-year-old me. Do you remember high school? It was really complicated.
Nothing comes easy for any high school kid.
There was a study back then that 84% of LGBTQ students felt excluded in their high schools.
You went to a school that wasn't used to people like you, wasn't used to change, wasn't used to people being different.
30% of students heard staff members make negative comments about gender expression.
High school was rough.
High school was hard. You know, you got made fun of a lot.
You were deciding what orientation you were and who to tell and who you could not tell. You had a hard time convincing people that just because you were gay doesn't mean that you wanted to go sleep with every guy you saw or turn all straight people gay.
And that was tough because you felt like you were like stifling yourself, and if you were just tell people, then you could be yourself and you could be amazing.
64% of kids who were harassed in school didn't even report it to school staff.
Sometimes, probably in everybody's life, when you needed people to help you, they weren't there.
Remember when your parents found out you were gay?
Because that was scary.
All your mom told you was that, I know you're a faggot.
I know it's crazy now, but back then, things were different.
About 1 in 5 of us was physically harassed.
People just didn't understand.
There was this organization called
the Illinois Safe Schools Alliance.
It helped you feel wanted. It helped you fit into this world that you thought you would never find anywhere to fit in.
The Illinois Safe School Alliance was an organization that worked with lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender youth across the state of Illinois.
I don't know, it just really brought me out of my shell and made me less nervous. Not that that's showing very well. Where we could educate youth about the issues that affect them so they could become leaders, take action, and make long-term change.
That's really important. That's what's really important. Helping out youth and, you know, teaching them that you can do it.
Remember the Prevent Schools Violence Act? Yeah, you remember you passed that?
And working with the governor on an anti-bullying task force.
You were heavily involved with the policy change that took place in the Chicago public school systems.
You helped create a toolkit that would inspire youth to change anti-bullying policies at their schools.
Dear 40-year-old me, whatever you're doing right now, I hope you are truly happy with it.
I hope that by now you've kind of settled down, found a great girl or guy, and maybe have a couple kids.
I hope that you all live in the big house with the white picket fence.
And decided actually not to marry because you didn't agree with it.
Dear 4-year-old me,
I know that the journey has been tough.
You've done a lot of good, and you've inspired a lot of people.
I hope the work you've done has helped people treat each other with respect.
I hope everyone has the freedom to express their sexual orientation.
I hope differences are accepted.
Dear 40-year-old me,
You were strong.
you were brilliant, intelligent, fierce, and queer.
You were pretty awesome.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm really proud of you.
Crossroads has been proud to support the Illinois Safe Schools Alliance from the very beginning. On a night when we're celebrating civil rights victories, it's crucial that we recognize the role of youth in making change. The Illinois Safe Schools Alliance has taken on the monumental task of making our schools safe for all kids, regardless of their perceived sexual orientation or gender expression. They put youth at the center of the 3 prongs of their work: growing the network of gay-straight alliances in schools, providing professional development and training to school staff, and advocating at the local and state level for the creation of anti-bullying policies and legislation. We are impressed by the work of the Illinois Safe Schools Alliance and their youth leaders and are honored to present them with the Ron Sable Award for Activism. Will Sean Carpenter please join us on stage?
I would like to express my sincere gratitude for being presented this award. Before joining the youth committee, I was one of those people that stood by and watched change happen. I wasn't necessarily a follower, but I was absolutely not what you would call a leader either. I was simply a passive observer, waiting for change to happen without doing anything to spur it. But I think that's the magic of the youth committee and other youth-led groups like it. On the outside, we're this really awesome group that does things to change the schools, led by teenagers. But when you really, really look close, we're this awesome group of teenagers trying to make change. On the committee, I feel like I have a voice. I feel like I can be heard. I've helped run a summit, and I've discussed topics that normally I'd listen to from someone who's had more experience than I. Since joining the youth committee, I can say that I've never felt more influential or able to help my community. But I can also say that I've never felt more in control of my own life. Again, I would like to thank Crossroads for this most gracious award, and another for being a longtime supporter of our work. Thank you, Crossroads.